2021 payroll in Excel. We're talking about Oklahoma. That's right. It's last time I was in Oklahoma, I was on I-40 and it turned from rain to ice real fast and it turned a corner and everybody was in the median and the highway was closed. Somehow I did not skid off the road. It's a very eventful place, Oklahoma. Let's talk about Oklahoma tax rates and how they work in the payroll in Excel program. They're not too bad. Just updated them. I have 2020s in here. I don't know if they're changing them for 2021. I didn't find anything yet, so we'll just go with 2020. If it is changed, it's only going to be slight. So, Oklahoma. Well, what you're going to need to have your employee fill out is the Oklahoma W-4 allowance certificate. They're going to click a status here. You can see that these are kind of the same thing because it's a single rate. They only have two rates, one for married, one for single. They're going to total up allowances here and answer these questions and then have a total number, whatever it is here, right? So your total number of allowances need to be brought into the payroll file and put right here. And also you need to choose their filing, whatever box they checked there. If they do the married at single rate, then you can choose married at single rate as single. That's fine. And as you fill that in, that's really all you need to gather from your employee. How does the actual formula work to calculate it? And the answer is it's not that bad. There are a few different layers in Oklahoma, and we will talk about them. So the first thing you're going to want to do is annualize your wages. You're going to take the wages for the pay period and multiply it by the number of pay periods in the year. This is a weekly, so they got $1,800 a week, and they're multiplying that by 52 weeks to get this $91,580. But there's the reason why it's not exact is you got to take out your Oklahoma allowances. However many that employee put down as how many allowances on their certificate is going to be multiplied by 1,000. That's the annual amount per year. The Oklahoma allowance amount, which is right here, is 1,000 as of the 2020 publication there. So you reduce the number of allowances times 1,000 there from the wages to get this. And then there's just two formulas. They're not too bad. This is what they look like. The annual pay period right here for single person to married person. Can see that they don't tax a lot of the first like $6,300 of incomes, $6,350 if you're single, and the rates range from 0.5% to 5% of money above $13,550 taxable dollars per year. So it does go up to about 5%, and it goes up pretty, small amounts of income slivers, kind of like Missouri actually. If you've seen the Missouri video I did, it's very similar to that, and then 5%. So the way you put that formula in here is using a nested if formula. If the income is less than this, do this to it. If it's less than this, multiply the rate times the residual, yada, yada, yada. I won't explain all that, but that's what the formula looks like in here and how to do it. And then you just choose whether or not they're single or married, and this does it for you, and you have your pay stub. And everything works. And you can see what the difference would be if you changed allowance amounts for people or changed filing statuses for people. If you gave this person 3 allowances, it would only be $74 when it was 1 allowance. That was $78. It's like $4 per allowance in this instance. So we have all that, have all our reporting options. You can have your reports to file your monthly and quarterlies for Oklahoma. Going to pop up right there. And other reports and stuff. You can refresh this and get a bunch of information about your employees and their wages and everything. So that's Oklahoma. That's Payroll Excel under 5 minutes. Gotta love it. You're just going to get your Oklahoma W-4 allowances and your filing status, and you should be good to go. I'll double check the wage base for the year. It was $18,700 in 2020. It might have gone up or down. I will check and have that in the final 50-state version, which we're getting close. We're getting close. What are we done now? We just finished Oklahoma now. Oklahoma is done. So what do we got left? Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Utah, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. We are down to 6. We're going to get there. All right, good luck, everybody. Payroll should be easy, so make it so.